Osseo residents are raising concerns over higher bills for water and sanitary sewer. As Delane Cleveland reports, city officials are now looking at ways to help lower those costs, but it won't be an easy fix.
Roughly 2,700 people call Osseo home. Right now, some of them are upset over their water bill.
It's money coming out of my pocket and everyone else's.
Osseo resident and former Mayor John Hall is talking specifically about the rate he's now paying for water and sanitary sewer.
The water bill skyrocketed about a year ago. We're paying now more for water and sanitary sewer than we are for our actual property taxes.
The higher rates are the result of several factors, which include capital improvements to things like new water meters, sewer mains, and lift stations, which were financed by the city over the last 3 years.
And I understand that they're doing projects in the city, doing street repairs, updating sanitary sewer and water, but I think it's a little bit high.
Hall isn't the only one to feel that way.
We have big bills to pay here, and, we've been talking about this a lot, and I just don't think that the residents of Osseo can afford that bill.
Monday night, during a city council work session, representatives from the consulting firm Ehlers came in to talk more about those utility rates and what Osseo could possibly do to lower the costs. They suggested that Osseo is overpaying Maple Grove for water.
And so one of our recommendations that we're going to be talking about is when that contract comes up, that we renegotiate it and do a better analysis about what their cost of delivering water to you actually is.
The recommendation was met with some hesitation.
Quite frankly, I think we're irresponsible if we just think that renegotiating with zero leverage on Maple Grove is going to amount to anything. We literally have no cards to play.
For the time being, Ehlers will continue their study while the city hopes to adopt new rates in March. John Hall plans to pay close attention.
Yes. It's called fighting City Hall. It almost motivates me to run for office again.
Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Maple Grove police testified to the House Public Safety Committee recently about the need to strengthen domestic violence laws.
I have worked with victims whose stories illustrate the problems that the statutory loophole that this bill addresses. One in particular was especially powerful for me. This victim was assaulted by her abuser in a recurring pattern of violence.
Maple Grove Detective Kate Dam and Police Chief Eric Werner spoke in support of a bill authored by Maple Grove Representative Kristen Bonner. The bill would expand the list of domestic violence-related offenses that would be used to enhance the severity and penalty of those crimes. Police say current legal loopholes have impacted some cases.
Because second-degree manslaughter was not included in the list of previous domestic violence qualified related offenses, we were unable to aggravate the cases against him and hold him truly accountable.
The list of offenses would also include kidnapping, false imprisonment, and burglary, among others. It was laid over for future discussion. A New Hope Police Patrol Sergeant is getting major kudos. He was recently named New Hope Employee of the Year. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us why he's being recognized.
Sergeant Mike Tanike has been with the New Hope Police Department since 2008. He says he loves putting on the uniform and helping the community.
Being able to do something different every day. And then not even just every day, but year to year.
During his tenure, he served in various roles, including school resource officer, drug task force officer, SWAT, and temporary sergeant before his promotion to sergeant in 2020.
I've been pretty lucky here at this agency that I've been able to do a different job about every 3 to 4 years.
In December, he was named New Hope Employee of the Year, something that caught Tanike off guard.
I was excited for it. It's kind of a cool thing to be recognized by the city and by some coworkers. Not something I expected.
Officials say he's always looking out for the overall well-being of his fellow officers.
We are kind of one big family in this department.
He's also being applauded for his community engagement efforts. He often comes in on his days off to participate in events.
I try to make as many things as I can throughout my schedule. Working night shift or a late afternoon shift, it's difficult at times, but when I can come in and interact with the community, it's great.
While many police departments are struggling to find staff, Sergeant Tanike says policing is still an honorable profession.
We're ready every day.
And there's plenty of opportunities at the New Hope Police Department.
It's a great job. It still is a great job. We're out here doing work every day. People are still calling us every day. They need us every day. And it's just very rewarding.
In New Hope, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
A Crystal City Council member has announced she will be resigning from her elected seat. Nancy LaRoche announced on social media that she had 2 unplanned and unexpected opportunities come up. As a result, she purchased a home outside of the city and closer to her work. LaRoche has served on the council for the last 6 years. The calendar dates are now set to fill a vacant Brooklyn Park City Council seat. The West District seat was previously held by Susan Pa, who was elected to serve in the state Senate. According to the city clerk's office, a special primary election will be held Tuesday, May 9th, if more than 2 candidates file. The special election would then take place Tuesday, August 8th. The filing period opens February 14th. The winner of the special election will serve the remainder of Pa's term, which runs through 2024. It's not Pebble Beach, but it is something uniquely Minnesotan for golf fans. The New Hope Parks and Recreation Department is turning its 9-hole public course into winter golf. The city is holding a one-day event this Saturday where players can play 6 holes of golf in the drifts of snow. There is some variation to the real game, though. For starters, tennis balls are used instead of golf balls, and golfers really only need 1 club. A 5 or a 6 iron is recommended.
We had heard about this taking place in other places in Minnesota, and we said, why not? Let's try this. So we have a great facility, a great golf course, and good staff that are willing to work together and be able to do something fun for the community.
The event takes place from noon until 3 on Saturday. There will be hot chocolate, food, and live music. Participants can pre-register or register the day of. The cost, $15 per person.